So it's that time again. It's Valentine's Day. Today I'm going to be sharing some Valentine's photo shoot ideas for you guys, and I made one 2 years ago, and I thought I'd come back and help you guys out with some more Valentine's photo shoot ideas. So like where you're going to take photos, some poses, camera settings, and decorations. So let's get into it. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Isaias. I am a commercial photographer. I've done portrait photographers for Valentine's Day and product photography for Valentine's Day before. So yeah, you are in good hands. So Valentine's Day is a very good holiday where you can get creative. You can go all out depending on how much you want to go all out. Recently, I've seen a trend of more than just like a significant partner being in the photo shoot. So if that's like individual or in a group of friends, that's what I mean by that. Photo shoots like that are pretty common. So let's get into like where you can go take photos for Valentine's Day, kind of Valentine's Day theme. So one of the first ones is like in your house, in your home. You can get like something like a board, a red or a white board, and it's usually good to have the opposite color, which I'll also go in the details with, is like what to wear. But getting like a big poster board is a really good idea, depending on like what your width is of your like shoulders. You want some edge to it, but you can pretty much fill in the entirety of your body inside like a foam board or something, which I think is a good background. So you can do something in your house, or you can go to a studio if you're doing something with a photographer, or if you even just want to go to a studio, you can also do that. Make sure that the place has a red background, or you can set something up. A common background that I see is the streamers, the red streamers. So it's kind of what you would see during New Year's, but instead during Valentine's Day. Red streamers are really popular, or anything pink, red. And also go check out in your local area if there is a photo studio, like a fun photo studio that you can go check out to take photos as well. Usually some of those, I know we have one in Milwaukee, they have like hearts, and they have other backgrounds that you can use, and that can be really good too. But you also want to make sure that you are dressing up for the photo shoot, and you have a few different outfits for the photo shoot. So red background, pink background, anything that contrasts with what you're wearing. So if you're wearing white, you're going to want something red or something like more Valentine's Day color. What else we got? If you're wearing red, and if you're wearing red, you want something like white in the background, and yeah, so something like that. But yeah, just plan that out. Some common props are things like balloons. Balloons are really good. Any type of balloon. Heart balloons are really good. Round balloons also work really well in numbers. Maybe you want to do something like have like a bunch of round balloons, and then maybe have only a few heart balloons. It might also be interesting like changing the color of the balloons. So if you have some pink ones and some red ones and maybe some black ones, get them all together. That could be a really good prop idea. You can also think of the streamers like I was talking about earlier, either for your background or for the foreground, depending on if you're doing a product or if you're just taking photos of yourself or with yourself. Another one is like teddy bears or stuffed animals. Stuffed animals are pretty common during Valentine's Day. Yeah, stuffed animals are really common during Valentine's Day. And then things like chocolates, boxes of chocolates, really anything like boxes. Boxes are really common to have, like if you're putting them as a prop. You can use like something like a red box or something, just to get a little bit more detail in there. Rose petals, of course, rose petals. I've used rose petals before. I bought like, I'll show it on the screen. I think it was only 500 pieces, and I would say 500 pieces is not a lot if you are covering somebody's body. So I was covering somebody's body with rose petals, and they wanted it all across. We made do. I was able to use Photoshop to fix everything, but I really wish I bought more rose petals, and just buying rose petals will save you so much time later when editing. So like, just go get a lot of rose petals. Get like 1,000 rose petals, and that should be good for filling an entire person. If you want to do something like a bed or a room, you might need a few more 1,000 rose petals to do that as well. Another one is actual roses and flowers. Flowers are really like defining like Valentine's thing. So I would definitely go out to like a boutique store or somewhere, or a flower bouquet store, and go find some flowers to use in a photo shoot. One photo shoot idea is just making things subtle, so maybe just adding 1 or 2 props into an image or a timeline of images. If you are like an actual content creator, or you are a social media manager or something, or a creator, or you just like posting stuff, just make it subtle. Just put in a few things in the images, and you know, I think people will get the idea. Maybe they won't. Oh, also there is an article you guys can go check out. Don't forget to subscribe if you do leave, but you can also check this out here. It's got a bunch of different tips that you can go check out. And yeah, I guess poses and what to wear is next. Poses, as far as like what you want to pose for, a lot of it is like more style, I would say. For Valentine's Day, you know, you want to be like confident, if you're with somebody, you want to be confident with them. You know, you can be romantic together, which in this case, a engagement photographer might be a really good person to look into hiring. Maybe not for an engagement shoot, but just for a more romantic shoot. I know a few people that do just engagements and just wedding shoots, and I feel like they would be able to bring out like the romanticness of a photo shoot if you did go with an actual professional photographer. Otherwise, a lot of studio photographers also know how to get a lot of different looks as well, which they can help you out with posing. There's not too much you can do with posing. You can go check out some tips on model poses if you're interested. But yeah, those are just some general posing tips. As far as like what to wear, I think dresses, suits, dresses, suits are both good ideas. Like a black suit, white suit, red dress, white dress, black dress, all would work really well. But you also have like the casual wear that you can wear as well. So something like just like jeans or black jeans, something simple. You can also do that as well. Just be comfortable when you're doing the photo shoot, and yeah. For all the photographers that are working out there, some settings that you can use. You know, it's gonna be different if you're indoor or outdoor. Don't really worry too much about settings, but there is a cool trick. If you have something like a 50mm or something that has the ability to, well, it works on really any lens now that I think about it, but anything with a wide aperture, you're gonna want to bring up your aperture, and then you can make a cardboard cutout of a heart, and you can put it on your lens, and like just covering, making sure that it's smaller than the actual lens size, and you can actually get bokeh that is heart-shaped. So there's your little lesson today. I did this once before. It was pretty fun. I think I did it during Valentine's Day too. I think I have some I do have some photos of it. They weren't good hearts, but they were there. It was an attempt. I'm super glad that you guys stayed to the end. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Go take some awesome pictures. See ya. Okay.
Okay, today we are coming from the View in Chicago. Okay, today we're coming in from the View in Chicago. Absolutely stunning view. You guys definitely should come here. This looks amazing. Okay, I'm serious. I was seriously doubting if I would make it in time, and my train leaves in I think 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But I'll do a little bit more of views and stuff. Probably get something before I leave.